Welcome back to our industry dialogue series. I am Pragya Mishra and I'm the EVP of Customer Success and Operations at Courseplay. Courseplay is a 360-degree employee growth platform. I would like to invite Nisha Karkera, a strategic HR leader with over 20 years of experience in talent acquisition, development, and engagement. Nisha is currently the head of talent management and training academy at Skoda Auto Volkswagen India Private Limited. Hi Nisha.
Hi, nice to see you, Pragya.
Same here Nisha, super excited to learn more about today's topic. So in your opinion, how do you think all the opportunities that organizations create for learning help in reducing attrition and also attract new talent?
I think an employee stays with you or continues to work with you till the time he's engaged with you. Yeah. And one of the reasons wherein today people are engaged to an organization is that how much is the organization invested in me? It's very simple. It's human psychology. And it's not just about compensation plays a role, yes. But if you read all the surveys, maybe it plays the role at number 3 or 4. Number 1 is that how are you invested in me? How much do I matter to you, as an organization? And I think in that space, talent development or training plays an important role. But again, we should be very clear about why you're doing training. See, I often hear from a lot of my batchmates, etc., that we do about 500 days of training, and we are continuously providing virtual programs. So I think the measure there is really important. Anything overdone is not great. So I think it's important always to remember this, that how much am I providing, and is it something that is appreciated? So I can provide you 500 days of training, but does it really match with your requirement in your career? So I think to retain talent, going back to your question, it's important that training and talent become a part of the big picture. The big picture is engagement. So when the picture is engagement, then everything needs to be in the right place. You need to have the right compensation, you need to have the right role mapping, you need to have the right skill mapping, and then you need to have the right competencies, then you need to have the training. So just overdoing one part of it is not going to retain an employee. So I think employees today are much smarter to be just retained by X or Y reason. I think the whole bouquet has to be in the right place.
Right. Makes sense. And what about new talent? Do you think these programs, especially the ones, because it's word of mouth, right? People will go to Glassdoor and give reviews about their current organization. So do you think creating plans, having specific goals also helps in attracting new talent, or is there more to it?
See, the talent also in the market, for example, is you would never see anybody joining an organization because they get to know that they have amazing training programs. It never works like that. So I think they would join an organization because we have the right culture and also the right practices. Now, for all of this to be right, training, talent development plays an important role, but it's not the only role, I would say, because it's one of the cog in the big picture. And you need to have everything in the right place. Starting off, I think the most important part is that does my individual aspiration and organization's aspiration match? Because if there is no match, then everything else you put in place, it would never work. So I think starting off from career mapping, where I have to be, where I want to be, and then working on the various aspects is useful, is required. And that's going to be the key differentiator to attract and to retain both.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying the big picture is made of small pictures, and the L&D team is a part of that small picture.
Yes,
so
yes. I don't say part of the small picture, they are the part of the big picture, but then the big picture should be laid out very clearly. It can't be a lot of times we get very I would say excited about man days, let's say, just an example. KPIs, that a KPI of a learning team is always man days. I think we need to get over it, because it's not just about man days. Yeah, we're not producing or manufacturing something. So I think we should get over it, and it is what we give. You may give 10 days or you may give 1 day, doesn't matter. The point is that, are you giving the right thing to the right person? So that's going to be the crucial part, over just having a production mentality where I will just produce these many man days.
Yep. Makes sense. Thank you for answering that.